Not too many empty seats in the stadium at the Sydney Superdome. Quinton Gribus, Bob Turner with you. The gold medal for the women's wheelchair competition here on ABC Sport. Plenty more to come with Karen Tighe at the completion of this match. But the deficit is 15 points for the Gliders as we get back to live action.
I think the Aussie Gliders have gone to a man-to-man defense trying to hustle it, but Benoit and DeCole, reverse layup there, are both very, very quick as Adams gets away.
As O'Hama alongside, Adams hauls it in. Must get a score on this possession. O'Nien. Liesl Tesh being heavily guarded as you would expect. She has 9 points.
They need Michelle Timms or Shane Heel right now to fire a couple of threes up because they're going to have to score quick as Tesh gets another turnover.
Foul is called on the Gliders. Ritchie or Tesh will be called for it. Michelle Timms walking into the stadium on crutches, so she might just about qualify at some point. She wasn't looking all that healthy. Foul is called on Ritchie, her 4th personal.
Well, a lot of players in this competition have had a knee reconstruction, and that's what qualifies them as a 4.5-pointer. So it doesn't mean you have to have major difficulties. It means you just have this disability of 10%.
Travel. Is that the break the Gliders needed? Canada turn it over. The turnover count reading Australia 20, Canada 12. Donna Ritchie, the player they call the Axe, with 4 personal fouls. She is the daughter of former Australian international rugby league star and Manly star Ray Ritchie.
A very difficult job that Jane Webb is giving, trying to stay with Benoit. Very quick out there on the court.
Foul called on Canada. It should be free throws for the Gliders. The foul on Kendra O'Hama. Substitution for the Gliders with Webb out there.
Well, the way this pace of this game has been going for the Australian Gliders to reel off, let's say, 10 or 15 or 10 baskets in a row is really a big ask. They only have 22 points on the board after, almost 30 minutes of play. Continuing their drought from the free throw line.
Julianne Adams, 0 of 5 from across the Paralympic Games competition. So the next successful free throw for her will be her first. Tesh, the offensive rebound, can't get it. Gets it again. Make it this time, Liesl. She can't. And you sense things aren't going their way as she's called for the foul.
Well, frustration setting in there for Liesl Tesh. She picks up the foul. Misses a couple inside. She's 3 of 15 from the floor, the leading scorer in this tournament with 13.5 points a game. But 3 of 13 is not the type of shooting that Liesl is used to. But again, you got to credit the defense of Canada for coming up trumps.
Vocal support from roller star Troy Sachs, the man they call the Michael Jordan of wheelchair basketball. That basket will not count. 3 seconds in the key called against Marnie Abbott. The Gliders entered this match averaging 43% from the field. They're shooting at just 25% here in the most important game in their life.
Well, that's again what Peter Core said. They have to shoot the ball very well. They have not done that and find themselves down 15 points as a result.
They've got a 2-on-1. Here's Donna Ritchie.
Well, Donna, whether they win or lose, she'll remember those 2 points. She'll say to her husband, Kuhn Hansen, hey, did you see that 2 I got?
You try and match that tomorrow night.
I think he'll do it about 10 times over.
Canada, though, to get the quick reply. They can't do it. O'Nien the rebound. Is this the comeback? Tesh is away. Adams is with her. Tesh for Adams. For 2 in a row for the Aussies. No. Tesh the rebound. Couldn't quite spin around quickly enough. They'll reset their offense. Down by 13. O'Nien at the top of the key for Adams. Working it around. Working it around. Tesh inside. Shoots. Misses. O'Nien. Great rebound. Lisa O'Nien. Sensational. Here she is with a basketball. Inside of 7 minutes to play. Tesh. Crashing chairs. Over the top for Webb. Webb unable to make it. Gee, they've had their chances.
Well, they're getting good shots. They're just not able to hit those shots. The layups come and they miss them. They get the open 5-10 footers and they're not going down either.
Benoit to the right-hand wing. Canada can take some time off the clock here. Ohama over the top. Del Cole. Boy, she hasn't missed this half.
That's what I said earlier. Once you get the ball down low to a big player, there is absolutely nothing Liesl Tesch can do. It's just down and 2 points.
Del Cole, 4 out of 4 this half, has 10 points for the game. She's been the great wall of Canada down there. Tesch. As we come up on 6 minutes to play in the gold medal game. Ritchie lobs it for Tesch. She's fouled and will shoot 2 free throws.
Well, good activity there from the Australians. They got a quick lineup on the floor at the moment with O'Nien and Ritchie and Adams and Webb. And, of course, Liesl Tesch, as Amanda Carter makes her way back into the game. She replaces Adams. Amanda Carter has the ability to put points on the board quick. She hit 5 in a row, as I said earlier, in a game, I think the first game of this tournament. The Australians knocking out the USA. The Netherlands knocking out the USA. Very interesting that the USA, being so dominant in basketball, did not make it to the Final Four of this tournament.
Canada by 15. Tesch to shoot 2 free throws. Plays with the Sydney Hornets in the Australian National League. Struggling at the free throw line.
Well, it's a tough ask when you play in front of a big crowd for the first time, really ever, as I found with the Rollers, to really respond to the pressure, and the shooting percentages are showing that maybe they're just pushing that little bit extra, not relaxing on the shots, and as a result, shooting a very poor percentage.
She was fouled following the long rebound. She's now had her sighted. She'll get 2 more. She is 3 of 9 from the free throw line, 3 of 16 for the game. Great to see her still having fun out there. Or at least that's the impression she's giving off.
She just saw the camera pointing.
The red light came on top.
The red light came up. She said, "Whoa, I like that." Smile for Mom.
The 31-year-old teacher. She's had her sighter now. Look at the signs, look at the flags. That gentleman's still excited. He hasn't sat down. He does now. Boy, if you had a ticket for this game and you sat behind him, you'd be an unfortunate person.
Would not be happy.
1 of 2 for Tesch. The margin is 14. 6 minutes to go in the gold medal game.
That's been the support, though, throughout all these Paralympics in all codes. I went to the wheelchair rugby last night. 10,000 people going nuts about USA and Australia. It was a great game.
Aussies will come up with possession. Look at the free throw percentage. Just 32 for the Gliders, 63 for Canada. A significant statistic. There's been a collision away from the action. Amanda Carter helped up.
We said at the beginning of this game it was Canada shooting 28% from the free throw line and Australia shooting almost 60%. So that's been reversed. And again, Canada with so much experience, they've been there, done that since 1992. The Australians just now starting to emerge as somewhat a power, or someone that can compete anyway at this level.
Carter's shot was partially blocked. Pedanici recovered for Canada, and here's one of the stars of the first half, Tracy Ferguson. Haven't seen a lot of her in this second half. She spent some time on the bench but helped set up the lead, which was 10 at half-time. Well done, Jane Webb forces the jump ball. Possession arrow is in favour of Australia, so the Gliders will come up with it.
And Jane Webb, that aggression continues. She must be talking to Troy Sachs in the village.
Boy, I hope they don't argue over the last piece of toast over breakfast at home.
Knowing Troy, Jane would get it. Knowing Troy, Jane would get that last piece.
Well, that's not the impression he gives on the court.
Off the court, he's a very, very nice man.
You his agent?
No, I just like him.
Tesch against Radke. Radke knocked it away. Tesch gets it back. He's fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. She's got her name on that free throw line, Liesl Tesch.
Well, she shot 11 so far in this game.
The rest of her teammates combined have 11.
person. Someone like her, as I said earlier, she's such a dominant player. She has the ball in her hands a long time. She's so efficient around the basket, just not one of her better games when it counts the most.
You still sense there's enough time for them if they get on a roll.
Well, just if you can score quick in this game, if you just get a couple of turnovers, things go your way. But unfortunately, this is Canada's way that they get out on the break.
Ferguson is fouled. She will be off to the free throw line to shoot 2. The clock stops at 4:55. A replay from above.
One of the tournaments, games in the Slam tournament where Canada came out and played Australia 5 times. Tracy Ferguson with 3 down and 5 seconds left on the clock drained a 3 that was unbelievable to watch. And the game went into overtime, but she has that potential. She has that ability to shoot the basketball.
She plays with the Toronto Rebels back home. There's this lady, Tracy Ferguson. There are her numbers on this game. She misses them both. Can the Gliders recover? Tesh will let it go. Gliders ball.
Well, Ferguson had 8 points in the first half and still has 8 points. But those 8 points were very, very handy when they came in those first 20 minutes.
14 points the margin. Tesh against Ferguson there. Tesh coming down to receive the basketball as the clock counts down. Julianne Adams for Carter. As Romeo going, tosses it over for Tesh. Nice little pass. Tesh had it knocked away by Radke. The foul is called on Tesh for holding. That's going to be free throws for Radke because it is the 8th team foul on the Gliders this half. Or is it number 7? Well, wait, no, it's number 8. So it will be free throws, and the crowd not happy with the call on Tesh.
Well, she had the opportunity. She had the break situation. Could not just control the chair as she tried to duck and weave to the basket. Lost possession and fouled.
Tracy Ferguson out there. Laurie Radke to shoot for 2. Ferguson waiting for the boards. Along with Pedanici and Petrowski out there for Canada. Radke. Can she take the lead to 15? She can't do so, and the Aussies get the rebound through Dunn off to Adams.
It's too bad that those free throw the percentage of free throws weren't consistently that bad.
Romeo for Tesh. Less than 4.5 minutes to play. Carter, good ball movement this. Adams for Tesh. Good catch by Tesh. Rolling backwards back to Adams. Shot clock at 7. Dunn had it knocked away. Again, they had their chance again. They were unable to get a good shot off. Radke, good ball movement by Canada. Back for Radke, that'll count, and the foul. Laurie Radke with the basket. That might be the one that puts it on ice for Canada.